You may not die in battle. Far cry from being it.
That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
No doubt, this triumph will spur us into the next.
Now here's a surprise.
At least all our efforts weren't for naught.
I'll have to remember to tell my own master about this.
I know precisely when a curative is needed, Master. You'll never fall in back. Ah, good. I see the arisen.
I've an knack for combining materials that I hope you'll find you.
All told, I'm rather satisfied
Let us
with
work together to honor the... I don't know about you, Master, but I'm worn out. Mightn't we have a rest before pressing on?
Naught like a feast to get you ready for bed.
I quite agree. Best we recuperate our strength before we set off again. What is that, a tower? Nay, a statue.
We ought to take a closer look.
A well-organized pack is my specialty.
We should be able to move this boulder with our combined might.
Oh, push is what's needed here.
I grant you not points back. Nicely done. Douse the flames before it is too late. Fall back. Allow me to use my magic. Wait a moment. Ensure the next attack is no less purposeful.
Now there's a novel idea. I've never seen my own master attempt such a feat. Love that, guys.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be enough.
Try not to get hit. Let all that room go to waste.
My magic, use a weapon, the fury of the elements.
While in another world, I happened upon a treasure chest rather close by here. Perhaps I could show you the way.
forgotten something, Arisen? You're looking rather lost. The false sovereign has been an enigma for far too long. What say we make for Vermin's eastern edge and investigate him? I can guide you to the vicinity of our destination, Master.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged. I will protect you.
Don't waste this chance. Press home our advantage.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall.
Very well.
Here, strike the lightning on your side.
Follow me.
Tread carefully. It seems our...
You there! Are you looking to enter the village? You'd best go elsewhere, friend. What's wrong about? There's no business to be had here, that's for sure.
That man just now seems rather on edge.
You'd best go elsewhere. There's no business to be had here, that's for sure.
It is clear you're not interested in arriving at our destination, so I'll hold off on guiding us there for now.
The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow.
Ah, you must be the visitor I've heard so much about. Have you some business here in the village? You would know of our village? As you can see, 'tis a simple place. Is there aught else I can help you with, sir? Arthur. At least, no one by that name lives here, sir. As you like, sir.
This is the inn. We've room to spare if you're looking to spend the course. Nothing's free in this world.
Do stop by again.
Hail! I take it you're the outsider my lord mentioned? How'd he know to expect you? Why not ask him yourself? You'll find him in the manor atop the on-hill.
Greetings. I must say I'm impressed by your intuition, sir. You found me out far sooner than most. I trust you are enjoying your sojourn in our fair village. If you have any questions, ask away. If aught about our humble village seems strange to you, for 'tis here that thieves are instructed in the skills they require. To begin with, those who wander into the village are evaluated for their potential aptitude. Of course, you are no exception. That you stand here now is proof you were deemed a worthy candidate, which is to say, you have my approval as the Thiefmeister. Is there aught else you care to ask? You're curious what I know of you? Quite a bit, I should think. Naturally, I'm not the only one. Our village has its own network of spies and informants, you see, and your title tends to make you stand out among the rumors we collect. You're the second arisen to come to Vermont, and you've allied yourself with Captain Brant against the Queen Regent. In response, she's... Oops. I mustn't say another word. Don't misunderstand. I'm no ally of the Queen Regent. I merely strive to maintain neutrality in political matters. Those who deal in information must ne'er align themselves with a particular power. Such is our village code. Is there aught else you care to ask? Arthur, you say? I've lived in this village many a year, but I can't say I've heard of someone... Is there aught else you care to ask? Aye. Take care. You, sir, are worthy of inheriting my... Once mastered, 'twill allow you to fell all foes, both minuscule and mighty.
To the chest. I shall take a look inside.
Oh, you've a sharp eye. Suppose you wonder how I know? For starters, 'tisn't just me. The entire village recognizes you for what you are, cuz. Naught mysterious about it. We've our sources, but don't worry yourself. I'm actually on. Can't offer you any help, though. Still, I suppose I could give you a bit of advice. If I were you, I'd try doing to someone else what I was just doing to you. Know what I mean? I have a hefty wager riding on you, cuz. Don't let me down, eh?
All that obscure advice, only to depart with nary a word of explanation. Shall we try doing what she did to us, then?
Fancy a look at my wares? Fancy a look at my wares? Do come again.
No purchases to be made to...
If you're curious, why not ask my lord yourself? You'll find him in...
What brings you here?
Ought you need of me?
Well met, sir.
What brings you here?
This letter is as suspicious as they come. We must find someone who can explain its true meaning.
Whatever could you want from me?
We're going this way now, I suppose. By all will.
'Tis not for us to gainsay the original.
Never seen you about. You the outsider? Come on, follow me. I've...
Is this place bereft of beasts and brigands both?
A brief respite has naught to decry.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service? Oh, how lovely. I'll have to remember this place.
Here to ask aught of me, are you?
Is there aught else you care to ask? Beg pardon? Why would you ask? A letter. Oh, brass means imitating someone in thieves' cant. This letter means to say someone's taken on such a request. Naturally, I can say nothing as to the who or what of the arrangement. I'm sure you understand. Is there aught else you care to ask? Aye. Take care.
Should your pack grow over full, have no fear. I'll lighten your...
No doubt you're dazzled by my charms.
You would have me lead. Consider it done. No fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
You made it after all. Guess that means I win. Oi, you lot best pay up.
Dear me.
You didn't disappoint, did you? You've done well. Seems only fair I answer any questions weighing on you. Figures you'd want to know about him. We're supposed to be neutral. Ordinarily, I wouldn't say a word about one of our jobs. But I suppose I can tell you, the situation being what is. His real name is Dara. But he's been exiled. We had no choice, see? After he went off to play the false arisen, we're men and women of shadow. Center stage isn't our place to stand. That's why he was cast out. He'll ne'er be part of our village again. That all you wanted to ask? What can I say? Not many people bother with this place. Luckily for me, you were different. Knew I was right to bet in favor of the arisen. Anyway, most visitors get fooled into going up to the manor. We send them packing with a trifle, and if they don't question it, good riddance. Anyone that complacent has got no business being a thief. We only train the rare few who make it here. Some might go so far as to say that the entire village was built around this spot. That all you wanted to ask? For all this, Dara was in line to become the next thief maester. But he failed. Took a massive injury to the chest during the trial, so the title fell to me. That's when he went off, saying he used the scar in his chest to pose as the Arisen. And what a scheme that turned out to be, eh? Still, you'd have a hard time proving that he's not who he says he is. He's a wily one, that Dara. Always was careful not to leave behind a shred of evidence. But we can't have him thinking that he gets to go off and enjoy a peaceful life in a lap of luxury after breaking our code. Methinks he needs something to remind him of the debt he owes us. Now, as to the Maester's teaching, not sure you'll be able to use it to its fullest potential.
Master, pray let me know beforehand if we are to meet somewhere different.
Our party is reunited. Surely we can ask for no more than that.
All this worrying's giving me an achy back.
Sunset draws near.
Where we do not fall prey to enemy ambush.
It is rather narrow here. Be on your guard.
We ought to hasten our steps, lest we find ourselves trapped.
There's aught familiar about this place. Have you been here before?
Remarkable how the route taken can alter one's perception of a place.
This seems a decent spot for a campsite.
There's no reason to rush into our bedrolls.
I'm all for swapping stories, but perhaps another night. I can scarce keep my eyes open.
What is that, a tower? Nay, a statue.
We ought to take a closer look. Methinks we could move this boulder if we work together.
I say we give it a push and see what happens.
Traveling beyond the rift, I came upon a cave whose secrets you have yet to discover. 'Tis nearby. Shall I lead the way? Am I the first to notice we've all got different vocations?
Our respective abilities are unique as well.
We must each of us hone our skills. A jack of all trades is a master of none.
A well-organized pack is my specialty. I would prefer not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I have the challenge.
Try not to get hit, unless all that boom goes to waste.
grant you an elemental rune.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Jump up and I'll send you flying.
You truly are formidable, Arisen.
Come to think of it, different masters favour different pawns. One whom I served preferred to have beastrons for allies.
Each to their own.
It is my duty to find them. No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. Early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
You have my protection. I grant you lightning bands.
It is not worth writing home about.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
If we are to break it, it shan't be from this side.
True enough.
There's much need.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
I shall be on top form tonight. I wonder.
It's a shame.
As I recall, the location of another of our tasks is not far from here.
Efficiency is not the only factor worthy of... consideration.
Are you in the market for something in particular? Always a pleasure.
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful.
Browsing was enough to scratch the itch, in my case.
I'd fain sell you this home of mine, if only don't ask me to lower the price any further. 'Tis as much obliged, friend. I hope you're as pleased with our deal as I... Suppose I'd best be off. I've my own home to get to. I hope you'll be happy here, friend. Farewell.
Wait for the new equipment to come in. Bloody starving.
Welcome to the... We serve all manner of fine ales here. Always a pleasure. Welcome to... We serve all manner of fine ales here. Always a pleasure.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to... Have you divined aught of the false sovereign, your majesty? This appears to be a bill calling for the arrest of a man named Dara. But hold a moment. Does this man's countenance not bear an uncanny resemblance to that? I see. If your majesty is certain that the two are one and the same, then I am convinced as well. However, but of course. I surmise your majesty intends to post the bill and invite suspicion. A clever plan. The Queen Regent will be forced to deny any connection to our new sovereign, yet will be unable to remove the bill from the public eye. Furthermore, 'twill serve as an attestation to Dara's existence, which shall remain an undeniable truth till the man resurfaces, and all the while, the doubts lurking in the hearts of the citizenry will continue. A clever ploy indeed. I shall attend to this matter personally. I've no doubt that this bill will prove its worth in due course. You have my gratitude.
That thief maester's a capable sort. I'd wager this will make life rather difficult for the Queen Regent. We're off to Vernworth Palace, then. Let us make for the palace. that you might investigate Minister Allard's chambers. Though I cannot enter the palace myself, I will at least escort you to the entrance.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right. Right on the roads, despite the hour. Much obliged.
This inspires naught but slaves.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Here, if you please.
Are you in the market for something in particular? Do come again. Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Might as well take a look while
A ladder, is it? How convenient.
Ah, excellent find.
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared... All right on the roads, just... Bite the hour. Much obliged.
Right, just follow me.
Welcome to beauty. And quality is what you need if you want to survive. If so before you check the price, hope to see you again.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
What was it I had to do?
It's been a hard day. I walk time when I know how to spend it. Here's hoping there'll be no trouble.
It's clear you're not interested in a run.
Apologies, Master, but
You are the Arisen, yes? Follow me! Tis best you move along. Should one of the other guards...
I wish the Minister would be more careful. He takes the sentinel posted outside his chambers with him everywhere. There are times when no one's standing watch there at all.
Can't wait for the new equipment to
Do
come.
you recall that package from the tower I delivered to Minister's chambers last week? Well, between you and me, I blundered and nearly hit the
What business could be so pressing that I must be summoned at this late hour?
I would not presume to know, my lord. However, it must be a highly sensitive matter for the Regent Kin to request a private audience.
Oh, perhaps the boy has finally grown wise to the benefits my favor can bring. He might just be his mother's puppet, but at least he knows what's good for him.
My lord, if someone were to overhear...
Oh, unwring your hands, you fool! As if anyone in this palace would dare say a word against me. Now, if Wilhelmina calls, tell her to await me in my chambers. I will return presently.
surely none more important than this. I speak of the ascension of the Sovereign.
Indeed. But that, Your Grace, would be better discussed in the presence of your mother.
Mayhap we'll come here in the daytime.
Darn it. I'm nodding off where I stand.
Well, well. Yours isn't a face I'm accustomed to seeing around the palace. How did you get in here?
Oi! Who goes there? Who's there?
Tut, tut. Now, this just won't do. How's a lady supposed to work with all these interruptions?
Oh, 'tis you, Lady Wilhelmina.
Mm-hmm. Do excuse us. We thought to enjoy a little fresh air. Though we had hoped for slightly more privacy, if you catch my meaning.
Apologies, milady. But might I ask the name of your companion?
Are you sure it would be wise? Such knowledge has been known to cost a man his head.
Understood, milady. If anyone asks, I shall say I saw naught.
A narrow escape. You should count yourself lucky that he was so easily flustered. I don't appreciate having my motives questioned. I did as I... Still, you are welcome to come calling, should the fancy take you, and should you have the gold for it.
A fine place to sit and gather one's...
Oh, got to keep moving.
It seems you've made a discovery regarding the false sovereign.
Only person I believe in is myself.
Won't someone talk about this? Quite the predicament.
What should I tell her some decent sleep?
As long as you...
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. I know this sigil well. 'Tis the crest of the neighboring country of Batal, a land with which vermin... Let me see. It reads, "True to our word, we offer you the power of the Godsway. Pray make haste in securing Melv, that all might be made ready ere our a meager clue, though 'tis clear that the Queen Regent conspires with though the political situation is stable at present. Much blood has been spilt between I fear such a partnership would only portend the drawing of more. At any rate, 'twould seem our search has led us to only more questions. Chief among them, what is meant by... I will investigate these matters as best I can. In the interim, only once we have gleaned a fragment of the Queen Regent's plot, and ere it slips my mind, pray, take...
Thasus. Now there's a name to remember. Mayhap you'll learn aught of this scoundrel who would claim your type. The Tender Palace. Masquerade. We're off to Vernworth Palace then. I cannot enter the palace myself.
Welcome to and quality's what you need if you want to. Survive. So before you check the Pope to see you again.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Are you in the market for something in particular? Always a pleasure. My wares? Come take a look. You'll be glad you did. Do come again.
Follow me.
Fancy a look at my wares?
There's a ladder here.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
Weary at this hour, sir? You must have quite a tale to tell. You know where to find me. This inspires naught but misgivings.
Interested in my wares? Lots to do.
At least my back's not back.
Would that I'd spend all day here.
Seems naught ever goes right. I only pray my watch finishes without incident.
hide the predicament.
Nothing wrong with
Time to head to
Philip
market,
Survivor.
methinks.
Days like this
I'll have nightmares if I let myself worry overmuch. If I grin and bear it, I'll make it through.
Shall we get some rest then? I return safe and sound. And I dare say, why...
Are we to depart at this hour? I cannot see why we should choose to stumble around in the dark.
Step lively. Journey by starlight shall make for a nice change of pace.
Ready to forge on?
Stomach's complaining. All is well.
Well, always rooted in the soil of learning.
Could you come over here?
We might scratch another task off our list while we're here, if we are so inclined.
We shall have to decide which is the most pressing. We cannot do everything at once.
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared... all right on the roads, despite that you know where to find me. This inspires no... But my misgivings...
I'm more cunning than I know how to spend.
Do you know how long you'll be? I only asked so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength.
It is not our place to hurry the Arisen.
I cannot permit you to enter the masquerade hall in your current raiment.
'Tis ill-suited to the occasion. The masquerade is already underway, sir. 'Twill be a long night. Longer still for those of us on guard.
Got to focus. My head will
Well, our first sovereign in decades. Last, we will see the end of the...
Have you heard? There's to be more restrictions on goods traded with Batar. This is a time of celebration. Once the Sovereign is fighting fit and returns to us, the peace of our kingdom will be aught but assured.
I do so enjoy these nights.
A welcome respite from all that hustle and bustle. I wonder if anyone would notice if I'm mistraining.
You were posted in front of the passage yesterday, aye? Next time, don't leave all in front of the door. I had a hell of a time wrenching the damn thing open.
Twould seem our Sovereign has recovered enough to...
I'll be mindful of that from now on.
Word reached my ear
No
that
doubt
he
there
would be
are others who've
attending,
no
though I
idea that's even a door.
spy him.
Mayhap someone should put up a
No
sign.
doubt he must first meet with the Queen Regent. Though mayhap he wishes not to show his face for aught, burned as it doubtless is, he has only just recovered from his glorious defeat of that dragon.
I'd soon stay out if I skipped another troll.
No. Pay me no mind. We who are gathered here are naught but nameless nobles. 'Twould be uncouth.
Another fancy party hosted by the Arisen. I think he's feeling plenty.
So, tell me more of this.
These festivities are part and parcel of our state.
Can't complain, Molly.
I find dressing for these occasions awfully tedious.
I'd sooner stay out of that, where it's possible.
I've a niggling feeling.
Surely these extravagant...
Mayhap I really would have been better off as baker.
Sometimes I wonder if I'd be better off a hermit.
How intriguing.
I'm frightfully busy. No time for...
Oh, goodness me.
Business to attend to, friends.
Well now, you're...
What is it? Has something happened?
We have it on good authority that a suspicious individual passed through here.
We need to scour the area. Well, scour all you like.
In here.
I've been here the whole time.
Open up!
You're dressed rather austerely for a patron.
My humblest apologies, Lady Wilhelmina. We've had reports of an unseemly character in the vicinity, you see, and...
Preposterous. I was out front till but a moment ago, and I did not see so much as a shadow.
Be that as it may.
You are excused. Leave this place, ere you invite our noble host's wrath upon yourself. I will summon you if aught is amiss.
Pray forgive the intrusion.
And what business have you here? In the nobles' playgrounds? Hmm? You've the face of someone in search of a juicy morsel. Would you be looking for this, perchance?
Come on, then. Keep pouring. Do you take me for some green lad who can't handle his cups? I'm your damned king, and a king deserves royal treatment.
Of course, Your Majesty. Tell us, Your Majesty, would you prefer more drink, or shall we find some other way to amuse ourselves?
Aye. Let's change things up.
I believe I cautioned you to keep your drunken revelry in check. Lest you forget, these celebrations of your valor are but a pretense for more serious matters.
I know. I do. It's just I get the poison in me and things happen is all.
You need only serve as our false king until Sven becomes consul. Till then, however, you would do well to remember that your role demands a certain degree of dignity. I trust you understand your position, Your Majesty.
Nay, I mean I. As you say, I'll go and sober up.
Why not remove yours as well? This is not the masquerade hall, and we now find ourselves quite alone. What say we dispense with such pretenses and speak openly with one another, Lord Phasus?
That will do. If you're discovered, yours won't be the only head that rolls. What is your purpose here, I wonder? If you came to learn of the Sovereign, then 'tis as you have seen. The man is naught but a ale-swilling pretender propped up by the Queen Regent. Of course, that begs the question. If he's a mere mummer, then where might our true Arisen be? You'd best go. I'll do what I can to help you make your escape. Come see me in my bordlery, whene'er you're so inclined. I'll instruct my attendants to send you straight to me.
Clientele just isn't what it used to be.
I cannot place it.
This place is very strange.
Ought to set my nose to the ground.
Time to head home, I suppose.
I get on with everything.
Is this where you've been all this time? Tis wrong. Rather far from where we agreed to meet up.
Do take care not to stray so far next time.
quite the predicament.
To break the law is to be thrown in jail.
I've heard that jailers are paid a pittance, despite the hardships of their work.
Then we'd best keep some coin on hand to ease our potential warders' suffering and make them an ally to our cause.
Good. We're here.
As a reward for your Majesty's efforts, you will, of course, require raiment befitting of the occasion. I would ask that your Majesty return once you've... There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. Well, he is merely Disa's puppet then. 'Tis likely that he knows naught of her schemes, even were he to be removed. I suspect some other would simply... But if there's aught that compels my attention, 'tis this other man. He seems a man of import. Pray, allow me to investigate this matter further.
So, the false sovereign, Queen Regent Disa, and this fate...
There is much we ought to tend to. Aught shall change once we have attended the coronation. If your Majesty has any unfinished business to attend to, 'tis best you do so before we depart. Very well. Is there aught else you would speak of, your Majesty? Do not forget that we work to...
I wonder how our village fares. Mayhap we ought to stop by. I can guide you there, if you wish.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Wish I didn't have to work.
A good sleep will ensure we are... I witnessed a
A good sleep does wonders.
Off we go. Oh, then.
ready to forge on. Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
This ox cart's bound. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
Whatever am I to do?
Lots to do.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support. Take me as your shield, Arisen. Upon my... This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
After you, Arisen.
E'er since the reign of Rothaeus, the founder of Vermund, the village of Malv has played an indispensable role in the defense of our... Yet twice now, as the dragon set upon this... The fault here lies with you, Ser Ulrika. You have failed...
With all due respect, Sir Martin, our village has dispatched many of its young hands to the northern stronghold since its completion. Was it not the former consul who decreed that the stronghold should serve to defend the kingdom, with Malv offering aid only where needed? Yet the stronghold has remained entirely silent to our plight. How can you say that the fault is ours to bear?
I know of no such agreement. At the very least, Queen Regent Disa has mentioned naught...
But I'm quite sure the consul...
You would dare misrepresent the words of the dead? Or do you mean to imply that the Queen Regent... If so, then Malv's problems run far deeper than I had thought. 'Tis not indolence that has taken root here, but treason!
What? I intended nothing of the sort.
Save your honeyed words, traitor!
You came to see me. Still, how would you like to stay the night? I've yet to repay you for aught you've done for me. A small show of It was by your godly efforts that Malv escaped the worst of the dragon's assault. The people of this village are more precious to me than life itself. To lose them would have been the end of me. I wanted to tell you that, if not. Now, 'tis time we slept. There is much to be done for the village, and I shan't manage it without a good night's...
The sky always puts me in a contemplative mood.
Where is Ulrika? The Queen Regent has declared that Ulrika be... All who seek to abet her will be...
Ulrika?
What?
She stole away in the dead of night. Ask around. Several... I cannot say why for certain, but I imagine she took your words to heart, Overseer. Realizing her plans for rebellion had been found out, she chose to abandon the village. For our sake.
You would have me believe that Ulrika was acting alone?
Aye, that's the long and short of it.
Very well. I shall take you at your word, sir. However, the absence... For the time being, your village will be in our hands. If 'tis as you say, I do not expect there will be...
Ah, there you are. There's Otto. You've heard she fled the village, aye? Though, that is, she left the village that she might fulfill her charge, protecting Vermund. As for where she went, 'twould be unwise for me to go looking for her, lest I draw the eyes of the Overseer's troops. However, should you happen, I can only pray that she does not fall into the...
Pray, allow me to open yon chest.
Oh.
Creaky knees.
Time to get back to work.
I'm just grateful I get to lead a quiet life.
I've a selection of wares that shook. Order, please. Pleasure doing business with.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
Browsing was enough to scratch the itch, in my case.
This ox cart, I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Right, just follow me.
Out of the...
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Witness mine!
Naught compares to the thrill of victory. One cannot help but feel...
Where are you going?
Here already. Travelling by ox carts was a welcome change.
There are worse ways to travel, I suppose.
Shall we get some rest then?
If I were your master, I'd not leave this unread.
Shall we take a closer look?
What a bloody disgrace. Time to head to market, methinks.
I'm sure I can handle this. Welcome.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad... to assist you. Always a pleasure.
Precious little time.
Rain casts a pall over any adventure. We're doomed to march in sodden raiment till we make camp.
Come. A bit of rain isn't like to impede our journey. Freshly rested as we are, this battle proved to be in our favour.
Try not to get hit. Left with that window, boys.
I can not storm the tower. Here, strike with lightning on your side. Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
This are generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
This ox cart was beset by assailants it could not shake. And this is the result.
The roads are hardly safe.
You need not shrink from danger. We've the strength to prevail over anything.
Avoid flame at any cost, Arisen. You have been doused in oil. Let my magic grant you an elemental. My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait right there.
hunt. Splendid.
In another world, I learned that a forgotten riftstone lies nearby. Shall I escort you there, Master?
I wonder how our village fares. Mayhap we ought to stop by. Very well. I'll guide you there directly.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
I've a modest talent for spotting materials.
Here we go again.
This we must. Penetrate quickly.
Of course. Unless I am much mistaken. We have cause to visit a place not far from here.
We might kill two birds with one stone, or focus on our current objective.
I grant you lightning's fangs.
I'm not accustomed to failure.
Careful now. This way to make allies of our school.
I shan't suffer such incidents. We are our masters, no others.
No quarrel here.
I shall lead us to our destination, so do try not to rush ahead.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Sir Arisen! Thank heavens you've come. Saurians have claimed the village yet again, just when almost all of the villagers had arrived as well.
Oi! What are you doing standing about when there's work to be—
Jonas! This is the good sir I spoke—
Is that right? Then you did it once afore, eh?
My apologies for the chief's temperament. Yet he speaks truly. We have need of prey. Calm the beasts as you did before.
These Saurians are a stubborn lot. What say we make them think twice about settling in?
We ought to proceed with caution.
I dare say the wizard is locked down.
Magic can fuse effective with the fury of the elements.
The Saurians are no more, I see. That's twice you've come to our rescue now. You're more than a friend to Harv Village, Sir Arisen. You are a hero. Truly, we cannot—
Here he is! I found our troublemaker!
Jonas! What is the meaning of this?
This blasted beastren went and ventured into Stormwind Cave! How many times have we said none are to tread there? But he just had to— There can be no doubt he's the—
Forgive me. I never meant for any—
Trust a beast—
Jonas! Surely there's no need for such talk.
You would say that, wouldn't you? Seems to me beastrens go causing
Jonas, please! You're being ridiculous.
There!
I do apologize. 'Twould seem things have turned rather— But we mustn't let this sour your triumph. You came to our aid when we needed it most, and for that, I do hope you shall visit us again and not—
A ruder fellow I never met. The village's troubles are far from done, if you ask me.
To think I would meet you here. Or were you searching for me? I cannot return to Mel. Not till my name is cleared. Not till the dragon is found. This village also suffered the dragon's attack in the past. I intend to stay here and investigate its whereabouts. Pray, give my regards to everyone back home.
But not without its charm.
Well met. Looking to make a purchase?
Duchess. Hope to see you again.
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful.
Browsing was enough to scratch the itch, in my case.
Slowly but surely, people are returning to this village. My name shan't be cleared till the dragon is found. I intend to stay in this village and investigate the dragon's whereabouts.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here? A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the morrow.
Our adventure continues.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Shall we get underway?
An ox cart ought to make our journey.
This ox cart's bound. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
Was a bumpy ride, but we've arrived all the same.
Mayhap we can employ a cart for our next journey.
Time for an early supper. Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
This ladder can take us to new heights.
We ought to...
Ah, 'tis a relief to hear that Ulrika is safe. Mayhap there is aught I could do for her. Pervasive though the Queen Regent's influence, my humblest thanks. You've proven a friend to Melv and me as well. It isn't much, but hit...
Is one of life's great pleasures.
This way. Still tell me it's there. This ox cart's back. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
We must rest, though the sun is still up.